Kabisa kabisa. Mpenzi mtazamaji, ni saa 3 imekatika dakika 12. Nilikuambia tunaongea kuhusu mental health saa hii. Nikakwambia na kulete kikosi cha marafiki. Hao marafiki wote by coincidence wako na mahali jina Njoroge. Wametenga, wameingia Juja kwa Kinanjeri, wameweka Njoroge. Kwani ulikuwa umeniambia ni wapi? Thika. Watu wa Thika 237 wameweka Njoroge pale ndani. Hata mimi karibu niitwe Ujwang mtoto wa Mariam Njoroge, but for this particular show niitwe tu rafiki. Mental 360. Niwape disclaimer before tuanze na introduction that at the end of this show tuko na lines za Kikwetu whereby mtatupe wisdom in your own mother tongue and mtranslate. Could be a proverb, could be a tongue twister, could be anything, could be a song, bora ni in your language and translated. Sindio? Sasa tuingie introduction. Tunaanza kwa Njoroge mwenye kwa karibu na mimi. Hiyo tutafanya huko mwisho. Good morning.
It's so amazing to be here. I am Njoroge. I am a Rafiki with Mental 360 representing Juja sub-county. Yes.
Huyu ni Rafiki representative upande wa Juja. So kama we ni wa kutoka Juja na unatafuta Rafiki, Rafiki ni jina la kila mtu mwenye ako kwa Mental 360.
The ones who are involved in this
when
project.
Hao ndo marafiki. So hata mimi naweza kuwa rafiki easily.
Yes.
Good. Introduce yourself, Rafiki.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Njoroge. Rafiki representing Thika sub-county.
237 Thika Road ndo tuko kwa sasa. Kwa mtu maybe ni mara yake ya kwanza ajasikia kuhusu Mental 360 until this morning nikiwachapia ama until jana tukipost on social media kusema we will have a lot of Njoroges on set today. Unaweza waambia Mental 360 ni nani? Twende kwake ama kwako? Good, tuko kwako Wayego.
Mental 360 is a organization that deals with mental health. What else can I say?
Hii imekuwa kama kigumu. Ni vitu ambazo
it's an organization that deals with mental 360 with mental health and everything. They offer counseling, they offer therapy sessions, and you can find them everywhere. In social media, they're there. LinkedIn, everywhere you can find them.
They're all round. They are 360. It's Mental 360. Kabisa. Tuambie kuhusu your journey and how you got a chance to join Mental 360. Ndio hata mtu akiwa pale nje ajue vile pia yeye anaweza jaribu nafasi yake ya kuja na kuwa join.
Okay. How I joined Mental 360, how I ended up with this amazing organization is when I was in campus, I studied in KUTV, main campus in Juja. So I used to do a lot of mental health advocacy. I remember I pioneered the KUTV Peer Counseling Association. So we would do a lot of mental health advocacy. That also meant partnering and collaborating with other organizations that do the same. So it's so easy when you are in that network, that space where you create advocacy for people to refer you to other organizations looking for champions. So I had a friend of mine who sent me this link and she tells me, "Hi Njeri, I see you're very passionate about mental health and there's this organization having a project. So try your luck and see whether you're going to get in." So that is how I got in. We did the interview and then boom.
Kabisa.
Yeah.
Na nimependa hiyo point ya you are a pioneer kwa kuanzisha peer counseling in KUTV.
Yeah.
That is very huge. Na in our communities zenye tunatoka especially huku hii side ya Thika Road, utapata kwa hizo communities youths hawajishughulishi sana na mambo ya mental health, so hatuna ile resilience. Sisi ni watu tumezoea kugrapple na shida za uchumi, kugrapple na shida za hustle, kugrapple na nitakula nini, and mental health to most of us as youths inakuwa si kitu tunatilia maanani. Wayego Njoroge, mnafanya nini kwa hii organization yenyu kuensure such youths wanapata hii safe space ama wanaongezeka kwa kuingia wapate kuongelelea mental health and challenges they are going?
like in every sub county kuna rafiki moja, and that rafiki represents, like we form a support group. We meet every now and then, and it's easier for us to talk about mental health without fear. Talk about things that it's like a taboo. So it's easier to form that space to, like, you all know what you're going through and everything. Yeah.
Hiyo ni fiti sana. So mnawaleta pamoja.
Yeah.
Na kuwaleta pamoja inamaanisha hao ni wenye wamekuja. What would you say mnafanya to increase access of mental health awareness to our youths kwa community? Unajua yeye ameongea kuhusu wenye sasa washafika, tunatafuta safe space sisi. How are you increasing this access to such information on mental health?
That will include stakeholder engagement, because you realize kwa community si youths peke. Kuna kwanga na wale wase, for instance, if you want to do a project, kuna wale wase utendea kwa community, the focal points. So those are the people we talk to. We can talk about community leaders, chief, we talk to church leaders, because these are focal points in our communities. For us to create awareness in these areas, we need to talk to these leaders. So apart from engaging the youths who are willing to show up for the support group, we also have stakeholder engagement. So nenda kwa church, PCA, Catholic, and you're like, we want us to create awareness in your church. We want to create awareness kwa chief akiona chief barazas. These are some of the places where we look to, we attack, to ensure that the word spreads across the community.
Mnafanya statistics, like taking data, kujua kwa huu mtaa wetu percentage ya watu ambao wana grapple na mental health challenges ni zipi, percentage ya facilities zenye ziko hapa around in relation or in ratio with the hao watu wenye wako hapo vile inakaa.
Yes, we do, because it's very important to have statistics. You know, you cannot just approach have a project without knowing what exactly is happening. So you'll find that these focal points, they are very important. Junior wana to provide na that statistic. Kama ni hospitali, ama ni dispensaries, kama ni Thika level 5, you know, you'll go to these places and they'll tell you, these are the number of youths who have been here, these are the number of youths who come for counseling, we are having challenges with so and so. So we collect that data, tunapatana, and then we ask ourselves, so how do we solve this problem? How do we ensure that the youths in Thika, Juja, Kiambu, Lari are able to access mental health services? Now, if it's not in Mental 360, we have something called a referral database. So for people in Thika, we have a referral database to places where they can access mental health. For people in Juja have the same. So we have statistics in collaboration with the stakeholders involved, and then now the database. Yeah, the referral database.
Kabisa. Hiyo inanibamba sana. That data ndo zinatufikisha hapa. Data ndo inaonyesha that 75% of Kenyan youths are not getting enough access to information on mental health. That 50% of us hii nchi ni youths, yet 75% of us hawapati hii info. Ni info yenye sisi wenyewe tunaweza peana. Tunatokea kwa hiyo tuna deal na stakeholders, tunaambia stakeholders how can we collaborate so that youths around your community can get to have this information. Wherever we are on a media tour and mnatoka kwa county moja, does this mean that mko sasa kwa goal ya kuingia kwa national level? We are here on KUTV, we have a whole battalion ya comrades and camaradias with youths wa Kenyatta University, youths wa other universities wenye wanawatch hiki kipindi. What are we seeking to gain from these media interviews, Parliamental 360?
The knowledge out there. I feel like a lot of us tuna struggle, but we don't know what to do. We don't know where to go. And if it becomes a public thing, if it becomes a normal thing to talk about, I feel like it will create awareness, yes, and it also itakuwa easier for people to seek help. Because I feel like mental health is not just mental health. It's very hard for you to realize like I am not okay and to accept that you're not okay. With this project, it's about us not to feel sorry or not to feel that we can do something else apart from seeking help. It's for us to like we how can I say it?
Iseme na Kiswahili washike sini hawa community sini ongelea watu walaki wakemeke waambie ile language wataelewa.
It's easier to seek help, but it's very hard for us to accept that we need help. So this whole project is about that. Like,
so hii media tour yote ni ya kupunguza kiburi na ego kwa ground. Watu wajikubali. If you have mental health issues, kubali ndio tuanze kudeal nazo. If you're going through stress, kubali ndio tudeal nazo. So Mentor 360 iko sana Kiambu. Huyu mwenye yako Mogadashe Ramu na amewaona leo KUTV na angetaka kuwa join.
No, Mentor 360 is not only in Kiambu. The project is in Kiambu. It's more of a pilot test. Mentor 360, their services are across the country and even outside country because kuna helpline number. But for this specific project, in as of 2022-2023, Kiambu County recorded the highest cases of suicide, you know. So that is when they came up with this project, Nakujali. And that is where we are having 12 Rafikis representing the 12 constituencies in Kiambu. So this is a pilot test because can we reduce, if not end, the suicide cases in Kiambu? So this has worked in Kiambu. Can we go to Isiolo? Can we put the same project in work, or do we have to change some other things? Because you know, again, different counties have different problems. We can have mental health issues, but the way this project will work in Kiambu is not the same way the project is going to work in Kisumu or Kisii. So their services as an organization, they are countrywide. But for this project, it's centered in Kiambu.
Sasa mwenye yako ameelewa zaidi. Wayego, tuingie hapo hivyo Kiambu. Sasa tuonge kuhusu success stories from this pilot project. What would you say you've achieved so far?
I have met with people who are ready to change the way people see mental health. I have talked to people who are like, I am not okay, and I want to be okay. And if it's not me being okay, like I need to acknowledge that something is wrong. The fact that you can acknowledge that, siko sawa, this and this has happened, I didn't know what it meant, but now that I have this information, what can I do? I have had in my group therapy, in my support group, people have just gone like, Ivy. They call me Ivy. I'm like, you are a godsend. This project, it came because of me, and I'm happy because of that. And that is the most important thing. Like, people get help.
It seems like you deal with a lot of listening. Unakaa chini, unawasikiza shida zao, wakitoka hapo. Ivy looks like a very good listener. Nikaa chini tupige story na mtu, na kaka nisikie, nimeanza kumu-interrupt. You're doing a good job. Na I'm sure Mungu atawabariki zaidi. Can we at least talk about the partners who are on board for this pilot project, and ndoka kuna wengine wangetaka kupartner na Mentor 360 wa come on board?
Some of the partners who are working with us, we have so many churches. I cannot be able to like list them, all of them.
As you say, the stakeholders,
you know. But there are so many to mention tukiwa hapa. But what I would say on Matters Partnership is that we welcome anyone whose goal is to ensure that there is mental health awareness. The partners, you can never have enough partners because we all need to collaborate. We all need to partner to ensure that people understand that mental health awareness should be prioritized. So if someone is out there and they can help us in any way possible, may it be network, having a pool of listeners, or may it be in terms of resources, ensuring that these Rafikis are able to access interior parts in Kiambu, we would really appreciate. So we are calling upon anyone who's invested in mental health, invested in growth, invested in just change, any change maker who would like to partner, we are always ready to receive them.
Kabisa.
Yeah.
So kama wewe unajihusishaga na mambo ya mental health, please make sure you are making a point of being a rafiki at Mentor 360 ndo mwasaidie zaidi kufanya hii kazi. Hii kazi ni yetu sisi wote. Hawa watu ni wetu sisi wote. That's why I get proud when I see organizations such as yourself, Mentor 360, working with stakeholders, working with artists. Liboi amesema first project yake ya Whispers of Power on mental health challenges, mliwasaidia sana. Na tunasema asante, God wa bless you ya vitu kama hizo. Kuna watu wanaitwa basic need, basic rights, wanafanya kazi na watu kwa community kusukuma mambo ya mental health challenges, ku create awareness, na vile vile kuongelea vitu zingine zina deal na mental health, ndio watu wapate resilience. Resilience lazima tupate, stress lazima itakuwa. Si life ni kupanda na kushuka. Thank you so much. Thank you so much pia muungano wa wanavijiji ama wanavijiji SDI kwa kazi nzuri wanafanya kwa community. Nataka tuingie sasa deep in dheka lines za kwetu. Ivy, listen, wewe ndo wa kwanza kuingia kitchen.
The funny thing is, I'm a Kikuyu, but kidogo tumelelewa mali ya tuongee Kikuyu, so that is going to be a challenge.
Haya, ikikataa na your mother tongue, mimi hawezi niambia vile haujui hata ngoma za any other language that is a Kenyan language, haujui hata proverb, huko kwenye umegrow here, whatever the language you are using as a kid, ukipanda shule zenye umepitia, there must be wisdom that you've come across na ni ya mother tongue fulani. Maybe tuwezenda, unajua wewe kwa mbali kidogo na mimi, wacha tuanze na hii fimbo ya karibu iwe nyoka, then tukuje kwako tuzike hiyo nyoka. Kama namna gani? Njeri Njoroge. Ni wape moja, now that nyinyi ni warafiki. Moshera na mukudu akudu kagachake. If you have a friend, you have a rafiki. You follow the rafiki. At one particular point, you will be like rafiki. If you are in Mentor 360, you come join with us, sisi kama marafiki. At one particular time, even you are able to cope with our mental health challenges, then you will be the fourth person or the fifth person kulingana na sako yetu.
True.
Tuekwa nyujuja. Tuko kwenyu. Joto. Kwa baridi.
It's getting hotter.
It's getting hotter. It's always hot. Ukiwa hapo nyumbani pia wewe una make sure unatupea hiyo challenge hapo. Haikuwa easy mtu kuamka na unaambiwa give us wisdom in your own mother tongue.
Hey.
Tuimbie basi.
Unaharibu. Hey. Lazima ikuwe like from my own mother tongue?
No, any mother tongue.
Kiswahili is a mother tongue, right?
Ya nani na nani?
It's
our national language. Tusi escape tutumie Kiswahili. But if you have a Kiswahili yenye ni tamu, viewers watafurahi. Iko sawa.
I'm not sure kama this mother tongue ndivyo inaendanga, but there is this saying that says kaige koyaga dere. Kamuige koyaga
dere.
Yes.
Sasa inamaanishaje?
From my understanding is it's all about collaboration. Kamuike, like when we come together we are bound to make something move. Yeah.
Unatoshanisha with the proverbial kidole kimoja. Kivunji cha. Wayego. Yes. Wacha nikwambie tumekupea time umefikiria. Na sasa umepata.
I'll go with the simplest one, the one that tumekuwa tukitumia for like 3 years now. Conversation saves life.
Yeah.
That is, let's talk. Let's engage in this. Mental health is very important, and it's something people don't acknowledge sana. Kwanza youth, like kidogo unaona like I'm not okay. Let's nikae kwa nyumba kidogo, maybe tomorrow when I wake up I'll be okay. Yeah, but having these conversations, it's very important. It will not, it might not solve everything, but it might do something for you.
Sure.
Good.
Yeah.
Add shout out hapo hivyo kwa your parting shot.
Shout out to everyone who's listening, who's watching us, and for Mental 360, I know my mom is watching because alikuwa like, ni wapi? I went to watch. And everyone who needs help, we are here. We are here for you. We are going to listen. I'm a good listener.
Yes.
And I could give good advice. So ikishindikana, Mental 360 is going to chip in. So yeah.
Kabisa. Now sasa juu tunamaliza na wewe before peane shout out yako. Unajua unaweza fika huko ujuza nakwambia ela, hey kasichana. Yaani saa hizi tu umetoka kuwa rafiki wetu, unafika huko unatugeluka. Before upeane shout out zako, let them know mali wanaweza pata Mental 360 online, including social media handles. Kama kuna call, toll free number, wape pia.
So you can find us in all the social media platforms at Mental 360, and for our call, our phone number is 0710 360 360. Yes.
Sikia vile ni rahisi, 0710 360 360. Are you struggling somewhere with issues to do with mental health and you want to get connected with a counselor? Number ni hiyo 0710 360 360. Namba ikishindikana unaingia online unapata
Mental 360.
Mental
360.
Kila mahali. Andike tu hivyo.
Andike tu Mental.
Shout out to Asikunyonge.
Shout out to all the people who have taken the initiative to bring change, especially in the world of mental health. Shout out to my parents, my siblings. My mom was like, "Atunasema ni KUTV ama ni QTV." I'm like, no, Kenyatta University.
Kuna wengine huita KUTV.
So shout out to my mom, my friends, and everyone in Chuja. Shout out to literally every youth.
Asante sana.
Yeah.
Asante kwa moja kubwa tena zaidi, tumeipenda na tumeifurahia. That was our set number 2. Saizi nataka tutoke hapa hivi. I promised you that we will be looking into matters that are happening in the country, what's happening in the dailies. Na shuku mwingine mwenye anakuja nao that yeye ni youth leader atakuwa kituambia pia kuhusu timu yake ya sport ni gani na venye imefanya over the weekend. We will be ushering in the newspaper review. On standby tuko na youth leader vile treasurer wa youth wing ya Wiper Democratic Party. Wiper power aito Diana Makena Kimathi, yeye ndiye anakuja next on set tukimalizia. KUTV Rise to the Art and Culture Monday bado inaendelea.
Can we say off? To go off.